Okay, I was outside first thing in the morning over here. I went back in the house and edited some videos, and I came back out to do a little weeding, and I thought I'd go ahead and do a little weeding and show you how I simplify it by using my nice weeding tool over here that pulls out the weeds, root and all. So let me show you how it works. Okay, I already weeded these. They were over there. I pulled them out. All these are just laying on top, and as you can see, it pulls it out, weeds and all. Okay, it's always hard using the video like this because it's on my head, but I'll show you. I just go in here and I look for some weeds, and I get down under the root and I pull it up like that. So as I walk down, I'll find more. This tool goes ahead and pulls up the ends and finds the root for you. And then you could go ahead and just pull it up. See, like these are creepers, they crawl, you don't know where they're crawling from. But when you find it, you could get in there. That one broke. They're easy for doing pots too. Like this one here has weeds growing in. You could get right down under it, get the root and all real easy. Okay, I don't like pulling because then you don't get the root. A lot of times the top breaks off. But let me just walk around real quick and get what's on the ground. Like these are probably little palms. So you do this, you get the root and all. If you pull it from the top, that root stays in the ground. I'm not going to do all of it right now. Same thing with here. These are creepers. When you pull them, the tops break off. But if you get under them like this, you get the root and all. Like I said, I'm not going to do all that right now. I'm just going to go after what's in the ground. Here, same thing right here. There's a creeper. I just got the root and all. Okay, here's another creeper right here. It don't take long for these to get big, so you got to get the roots. And I just throw them on the ground so the sun bakes the roots and they die. So let me go ahead and get in here and look for more. Okay, right up in here. Get this one, get that one, done. Right here is a weed, got the root. Couple of them in my watermelons over here. Just get the root, knock it out. Here's a watermelon vine growing. I don't want that because, and here's a couple palms. I'll get the root and all, just like that. You can see the seed and the roots came out. Roots and all. So I just walk around with this tool and I look, and basically I just chomp them out. I do that every so often. It's okay if you miss a couple now. They're kind of easier. Look at that root. They're kind of easier when they grow bigger. And you notice I put it in and go sideways, so I swipe under. Like all these are actually knocked out. Throw them on the mulch so they don't grow in the dirt again. Like that. Those are other ones I did. All right, here. Okay, here's a couple growing. Let me knock it out. I got to remulch a little bit in here. these right here, get them out, root and all. Okay, let me go down in here. The sun is baking on me too right now. Sweating up a storm. So I don't want to spend much time doing this. Gonna do a nice little short video. I like getting outside when it's overcast. To get in tight places like this and get these out. Okay, this one's grown behind here. Part of gardening is dealing with the weeds. Weeds in your pots and weeds on the ground. See, look at that root way down. Okay, here's a creeper. I got these out this morning. See, like this one right here. These are actually real hard to get out, but with this, you pull it from the bottom and you get all those roots out. One big clump like that. That's what I like seeing. Don't look like it, but you see the roots, they crawl underneath. I get them all out. Under the irrigation pipe, just like that. Okay, let me get in here. Just do a couple like that. The watermelon plants might drown these out. I already got that one. Some of these are dead from last time when I was in here. And when they crawl from the fence out, you just kind of do this and it pulls them. Like, look at this root. Get that whole root. I'm not going to do this whole fence line, but if you do the fence line, you do this here. And it also protects you from snakes. If there was a snake in there and you just put your hand down, you wouldn't see it. But if you use the tool, you disturb the snake and you would see it curl up or move. See, that's what you got. Look at that root. That's what goes underneath. And this helps rip it out really nice. Because if you pull it, you wouldn't get that whole thing. Whew, it's hot. Okay, I'm not going to mess with all this because I need to get what's around my growing plants right now. In the garden, I got to get what's in there out. But for now, I'll just get what's on the outside like this. Just like that. Clean it up. That's on the inside there, so I'll go in there and get this one. And it's right down under the fence, so if I grab it from below, look at the roots. I got all these roots out by pulling underneath. Plus, I'm under the chicken wire by going like that sideways, and it helps get it. Now I'm actually in the garden, which I got to do separate, but since I'm in here, I'll do a few. These are growing where I'm going to be planting in September, so I'll take out a couple of them now. Don't have to get all of them. Ones like this, I was in here the other day and I got all those out. There's some growing like this. Go under, get the root. I like getting the roots like that. But anyway, let me continue. I want to get them out from my watermelons because that's really what I'm trying to grow right now. These are watermelons right here. The watermelons might drown them out too, but for right now, I want all my fertilizer and water going to the watermelons. So real gently, I don't want to get the vine, but if I face this away from the watermelon, I'm not getting the watermelon. See the watermelons there and there, there's two of them. Let me turn this way. If I come in here, and here's the watermelon, I go this way away from it, I'll get them and I won't hurt the watermelon. Same thing here. There you go. Alright, so the vine is in good shape. It's a watermelon plant there. Okay, these are strawberry watermelons. My friend Tony introduced me to them. They're really sweet, really good watermelons. They grow great in the spring. I'm doing a test to see how they grow in the fall, because everybody tells me you're not going to grow watermelons in the fall, even though it's summertime right now and they're just starting out. The heat normally gets to them, and by fall they'll be dead. So let's see, get all these out. Okay, go around, get under here and get these, and just throw them up on the mulch, and the sun will kill them. It'll bake the roots. Same thing here, just get under your vine, grab the root. Once you get the root, it all comes out. I had deer get in here the other day when I left the gate open. Never leave your gate open, even for one night. Those deer will move in. They look for every opportunity. What happened here? I think the wind blew these. I'll just spread them out like this for now. So I need to come in here and redo these. But you can see where the deer got the leaves on those. But you know, that's okay. The leaves grow right back as long as the deer don't eat the vine, and they normally don't. They're just interested in the leaves. That's how deer eat. Same thing with your fruit trees and all that. But I missed that I left the gate open. I was tired and hot, went in the house because it's been baking out. That's when you slip up. So even I slip up. I'm not perfect. I just try to do my best with gardening and keep at it. It's a constant battle. All this, if I don't come in here and get this like this, it all gets overgrown. And once it gets overgrown, you know, it's really hard to manage. See, I just throw them out in the open like that. Whew, it's hot. Yesterday, I did a video on doing banana pups and a bunch of other stuff. I started overheating really bad, got lightheaded and stuff. I don't know why that happens, other than the humidity is really bad lately. So I sucked up a lot of water trying to hydrate myself. And here I am, back outside at it again. Now out here, same thing. I gotta come in here and this is my Hugel culture area. See, I pull that, then I find the main root, get under it, and I pull out the whole root and all, just like that. But if I didn't get these in here just like that, they would, you know, you come out here a few weeks later after the rain, and you'd have a whole, it'd be like a carpet. The whole area will be weeds. I'm not really pulling out these palms right now. They could get a little bigger, but look at these roots. See, when they get larger like this, they're easier for me to pull out when they get larger. If I knew what kind of palms they were, maybe I would plant them. But I don't, and I don't want to waste my time. I got too much other stuff going on. So you get the point. I just kind of walk around. I did this in the garden the other day. I didn't film it. Then I come out here. See this runway over here. I'm going to get back in here with my tiller. And I'm going to till all this under. Look, it's already turned into good compost under there. So I use my tiller, then I use my bucket. And all of this is really good compost. This is my Hugel culture here. I come in here every now and then and just get them off of the piles like that. Try to keep it under control. See how big these areas get. But I can manage them really quick with this, just by doing this. So I'm getting under it and pulling. And when you get under it, you kind of pull it root and all. Like this one. Get under it and pull it root and all. It's okay if you miss a couple, because you're going to have to come back in here. I hate these. Look under them. Look at all those seeds in there. These are the ones with the seeds. I hate these things right there. Okay. Get under it, pull it out, get that whole root. Whoo! Okay, same thing. They starting to take over the Hugel culture over here. So I get out the whole root like that. If it was rainy and overcast, I would come out here. If it was sprinkling, get rained on as I'm doing it, because it feels good and you won't overheat. But it's been in the 90s lately, high humidity. It just, look at this root on this. It just gets you really quick. Look at that. And you got to watch the red ants. If you watch your hands where they go, because if you dig and there's a red ant pile there, they'll be crawling up your hand so quick. Look at that. See, the Hugel culture beds, I really want to keep them weed free. Don't want any seeds in there. Keep the weeds out. So I'll go up and down all these. The aisleway is okay. See, I could till down in here, but the Hugel culture is going to be no till, so you got to do all of it by hand. So get it all out when you can, especially these things with all those seeds underneath it. Everybody always wants to know, how do you keep the weeds out of your garden? Well, they don't stay out by themselves, that's for sure. Hoping that's all this is in the video, because I can't see it. It's on top of my head. This is just part of my normal routine, and I'm videoing it so you could see what I go through and how good this tool is. Just like that. Whew. Huh. Big ones like this, just get under it and pull it. Under it and pull it. Like this one right here. This is a creeper. Pretty soon it'll be taken over. Get under it and pull it. You notice I'm skipping. I'm not getting everything. I'm just doing this for the video. Everything that I miss, when they get a little bit bigger, I'll come in here and get them. I'll get that when I'm on that side. Whew. Like I say, this part down here I could come over with my tiller, till it, take all the compost out. Whew. And then recompost it with new compost or new chips, and the compost I pull out will be used elsewhere. And that's why the piles are like this. I'm turning all this into good compost right now. Okay, nice big one right here. Want to get the root. Got the root. Okay, this is sucking nutrients away from my grapevine. Let me get this out. Get all this. Those dollar weeds come out too, you notice? Look at this. See how it pulls the roots of the dollar weeds out? Just go down and go sideways, because the dollar weed roots don't go deep, they're runners. Just like that. Get right down on the fence line. Whew. I'll get that. Okay, come over here to my grapevine. Look at that, a deer put his head in here and got those. Okay, so anyway, deer reached down from the outside in and got these leaves. That's okay, I want this vine to grow up, and then eventually it'll be too tall for them to get. And they did the same thing on these lower ones. And I'm trying to get this one to go up here. I gotta tie it up. The deer could get these, but he can't get those up there. Okay, whew, that was it basically for the inside. I'm going to do a little bit on the outside over here. Now on the outside, I disassembled my garden, and of course weeds will take advantage of that. So you come in every now and then when you see them growing. Sometimes you got to move stuff around. But just get under them and pull them away. Got to move some stuff out of the way. That's okay. Ow. That's a sharp plant there. There you go. They're gone. Now, I'll come in here when they die, and I'll get the rest out. Whew, okay. Lift this up, move it, get that out of the ground. Okay, right here, a couple growing. Remember these? These were all in the garden. Here's some name tags. Then we get these name tags out of the way and stuff. Okay. I got the roots, see that? Okay, come in here by my fence line, get all that out, get all these out from around my muscadine plant over here, my grapevine. Be careful of those roots. Don't go deep, stay shallow, especially around grapevines. See, that's a root, push it back in the ground. Okay, come around this side, lift out the irrigation. Okay, that's all done. Okay. Whew. I'm too tired to finish up on the inside over here. But let me lock this up. Oh, this is overgrowing. Remember, I use this to make sure there's no snake laying there waiting to get me. Okay, that's for my grapevine, my irrigation. Coming closer, this is right on the fence line. Fence line. Fence line. Okay, notice the irrigation. I put drip there, but not on the stem. All right, my hands are dirty. I'm as sweaty as can be. Let me rinse my hands off. Got bit by a couple ants, not many. That water's coming out hot. So what I'll do now is I'll put all those banana plants along the fence, got irrigation on them. The new ones I just planted, I didn't put any on it, so let me go ahead and water these real quick. I just separated these pups not too long ago. Want to keep them nice and wet. They're rooted nicely. They're growing again thicker. And as soon as I get some more horse manure spread by that flagpole, I got to come up about another foot. I'll do another video on it, and I'll plant these. These will be the planting of them. It's going to be 10 of my biggest ones are going to go there. See, and I just put this water on it until I can see it up on top of the chips, like that. Now you can see it on the chips over here. It's filling up. I put some roots with a little piece of corm on here, C-O-R-M, from the base of banana plant, and put 4 of them in there, or 5. Gonna keep it wet. I like to see those roots take and have a banana plant grow out of them. They may or may not. You can see my drip irrigation going on the smaller ones over there. When you take pups out when they're that small, it's only because they're too close to something like that. They take a while to start growing. So I keep, like that one, I gotta take the leaves off. The more leaves you take off, the faster they're gonna grow and mature. But I got to go ahead and get these planted. Or put irrigation on here, on these, so I don't have to come out here. I hate to tap into that line because I got those spaced out nicely, and that's the way I want to keep it. I don't want to put too many in there and then have to plug them up. Although, I might put some more of those and I could just shut off the valves. These are 2.5 gallons and less. You can turn the valve and shut them off. I think I might do that and put these back in between. But it's going to have to be a cool, overcast day. It's September now. I can't wait. September's just in a couple days, but I can't wait for the middle to the end of September when things start cooling off. Check out my eggplants over there. Those are taller than me right now. And if you look closely, they're giving off a lot of eggplants. That's my second crop of eggplants this year. I trimmed them down. I trimmed the sides off. They grew back. They blossomed real good. You can see there's a lot of bumblebees on them right now. So they're attracting bees, pollinators, to pollinate my watermelons over there. So everything's working in sequence, my ecosystem. So I'm getting more eggplants, but it's bringing in the bees to go ahead and pollinate my vine and watermelons over there, which is what I wanted to do. That's why I trimmed them back and got them going. And look how big and bushy they are. And I'm going to plant another row over there. And over there I got some. I'm going to plant another row of the ones that I like. So I'm basically going to plant the ping tong and a couple other rare varieties because I want more of those. There's a ping tong over there, but I want a whole row of them. That's just one plant. I want a whole row or two. My neighbors love them. I love them. So everything that I like, I try planting more of, you know. Okay, wash my hand off. Drop the hose. Close my gate. Okay, shut off my hose. Okay, let me get my hat Put my hat back on. I got hot hat head. Okay, I got hat head without my hat on. So, but anyway, that's how I weed. I feel using that tool, it makes it really easy to weed. You can tell I'm like soaking wet, pouring sweat right now. And these are my eggplants. If you look, I'll stand next to them over here. I hope a bee don't sting me. Look, they're over my head right now. And there's a lot of bumblebees on there right now, so I didn't want to stay there long. If you look, I just seen one. They're flying around. Look at the bumblebees. Look, there's two right there. They're just all over that. But I got stink bugs on there too, so I got to come out on an overcast day. But I also got ladybugs on there mating. Look at that, they're mating. Whew. So anyway, I got to come out here and I got to go ahead and treat for stink bugs. And some of my eggplants are overripe. They're turning yellow. I got to clip those off. I still got my water station here going for my pollinators, my bees. They like drinking out of that. So even though my garden's over for a few more weeks to the middle, towards the end of September, I still got things going. Right here, I got some Blue Lake stringless string beans growing already. And they're growing from beans that just fell on the ground. So I might not have to grow or Blue Lake string beans from seed. I could just go ahead and remove that vine and put it where I want. That's kind of pretty cool. I think next time I'll just go ahead and push a couple in where I want it, a couple seeds, because I saved the seeds, and leave them there and just let them grow in the spot. Then I don't have to do that. But Mother Nature went ahead and gave me those growing over there. So I'm going to take Mother Nature's advice and take them out of my walkway and my cartway and go ahead and put them under a trellis and have them grow. Because I think Mother Nature is saying, these are for you. So anyway, hey, I gave you a nice little video on how I weed, showed you around a little bit. I'm sweating, I am soaking wet. I could just wring my shirt and pants and socks and everything out. So, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going in the house. Later.